hit the like, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den, basketball as well as boxing community, and salute to all of my subs that's been rocking with me day ones as well as my new subs too as well. All right, let's get right to it, man. Um, as you know, Derrick Henry, man, has really been phenomenal. Um, I've got him as the number one uh, running back. I got him as the number one running back. I've had him as the number one for really the last 4 years. Okay, and a lot of people said that I was capping. Okay, as they usually do. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Listen, I mean, if you don't like my opinion and you don't like how I feel, hey, tough shit. That's something that you're gonna have to deal with, and that's something that you're gonna have to go to sleep with, and that's something that you're gonna have to pray to the Most High about, because I'm definitely gonna talk my shit. But a lot of people were saying, Jonathan Taylor was better. Some people even said that Nick Chubb was better. This guy was better. Nah, Derrick Henry has been that guy. Okay, and he's gonna continue to be that guy. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in the building. What's up with it, Stephen Green? I see you in the building. You say I don't have Henry as the number one running back. Okay, no problem. Okay, but you really need glasses. Okay, what other guy in the league has been able to accomplish what he's been accomplishing? Again, there's only been five niggas that's been able to do what he's been able to do, Stephen. Okay, well, four, but if you include Derrick Henry, that'll be five. That is the great LaDainian Tomlinson, aka LT. That is Adrian Peterson. Okay, all right. Do we need to keep going? That is Emmitt Smith. We need to keep going. Oh my God. Oh, where's their record? Okay. All right. Listen, and I like Saquon, but he's clearly not on he's not on Derrick Henry's level. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't been doing nothing that Derrick Henry has been doing. Okay. Um, but listen, Adrian Peterson. Okay. Who better? Who's better? And that's one of the guys that he's in the company with. Okay, when you mention Derrick Henry, when you mention LaDainian Thompson. All right, who y'all got? Do you got Adrian Peterson or do you got Derrick Henry? Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? I want to hear it. Not Saquon Barkley. I love Saquon Barkley, but you know damn well, Steven, he has not been doing the shit that Derrick Henry has been doing. You know that. I mean, I don't know if you're saying that shit for shot value, man, but you really need glasses, man. You could have at least said Jonathan Taylor, or you probably would could have said Nick Chubb or some shit like that. Nigga, you said Saquon Barkley. The hell wrong with you, man? I got D-Hen all day. I love me some Adrian Peterson. You know what I'm saying? But he's not as versatile as a Derrick Henry. His breakaway out in the open field is better. Okay, when we talk about Derrick Henry, I mean, he had the injury and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But Derrick Henry has been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry, he can't shake you. Derrick Henry can run over you. Derrick Henry, and AP could do it, and he was a monster and everything like that. But for as good as AP, was, we gotta look at the success rate too as well. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I got D-Hen. You know what I'm saying? I got D-Hen if he keeps on doing that. And like, when it comes to running backs, it's a very, very short short window. What's up with it, Angela Bell? See you in the building. Ain't see you in a minute, but still grinding out this motherfucker. Mike, I see you in the building. And and who you talking about, Mike? You talking about Stephen Green? Him capping? He said Saquon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Look at him mad. Look at I love it when they get mad. I love it when they get in their feelings. Well, we know damn well that Saquon is not better than no D-Hen right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, maybe I'm being a prisoner of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because they won and everything. You know what I'm saying? But Derrick Henry is that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Derrick Henry has made the Ravens better. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is. Derrick Henry has taken a lot off the shoulders of Lamar Jackson. Let's call it what it is. Nobody talking about that. Everybody, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson I got props for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I salute you. You know what I'm saying? But Derrick Henry has opened up everything for you. He has made it pretty much a double nightmare. You gotta worry about Derrick Henry busting through that line, busting through that hole. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta worry about Lamar Jackson running through that hole. Yeah, I had to take a day off because my 5-year-old home said, "Oh man, blessings to him. Hope you get well, man." I know how that is. I know how it is, man. I definitely know how it is. But to get back to what I was saying, you know, listen, you said Ravens can run Wildcat. Yeah. Ooh. That boy took it to the Wildcat. He took it to Pete Carroll. Man, that motherfucker, man, he took it to goddamn, Pete Carroll, Matt Lyon, Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying, man? He took it to a hostile situation. He took it to a Wildcat. Oh man. He said, man, hey, Ted said, man, you know what? We're going to do our form. Yeah, it would. It would. It would. Shit, fuck around, do it. Reggie Bush is doing him, but you know, I like as much as I like Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like his style of running. Salute to Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying? He balled out and everything. But you said Ravens destroyed the Bucks last night. Yeah, they did. They did. But can they do that? You know, later on in the season. They were doing that last year. Everybody like, oh yeah, man, the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back on the conversation. But what the conversation about is, Angela Bell, is AP versus Derrick Henry. Who you got? Who you got at running back? That's what I want to know. Who do you got? That's what we want to know. We ain't talking about the Ravens. We ain't talking about the Bucks. We ain't talking about the Cleveland Browns. We ain't talking about the goddamn Packers. Lions, none of that. We talking about AP. And we talking about Derrick Henry. Who you got? I know you like football. You know what I'm saying? You know your son. You know what I'm saying? He's not feeling that good and everything. I know you relaxing in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Probably watching some goddamn soap opera. You know what I'm saying? Watching some Judge Mathis. Watching some goddamn divorce court. Whatever the fuck you were in there watching. You know, I know you got time to listen to this motherfucker. AP. All right, we got AP. He got AP all day. You got AP. Is AP better than Marshall Faulk? No, he is. No, he is not. No, he is not. Brown Sugar in the building. How you doing? Beautiful. Price is right. Yeah, Price is right. Steve Wilco. Damn, that's Steve Wilco still come on. I thought that shit was. I thought they canceled his ass. Yeah. Who's not? Well, what? AP? Nah, he's not better than Marshall Faulk. Nope. Marshall Faulk is my number one of all time. Okay, I know some people hate him. You know what I'm saying? I know some people don't like what he did, all the sexual harassment, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We don't even know if that shit was really true or not. You know what I'm saying? They just probably want that motherfucking money. But I'm taking D-Hen all day, and I love AP. I hate what AP going through. You know what I'm saying? All that money situation, all that stuff. But Bob was special. Yeah, he was versatile. He was special. You know what I'm saying? Way better than AP. You know what I'm saying? Marshall Faulk, catch the ball. Marshall Faulk, run a play for him. Marshall Faulk. See, this is what gets forgotten. This is what gets forgotten. Marshall Faulk was a good blocker. He was a good blocking back, too. Y'all don't even talk about that shit. Y'all don't talk about that shit. Yeah, man. Man, we gotta get physical out of this motherfucker. It's just like Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit they talk about. Oh, man, you can't do this, you can't do that. But guess what? He could get physical with you. He could throw. He could dance. He could play basketball on grass. He showed you that. He could get physical. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, if you try to keep him out, he ain't going to pull one of them Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to pull a goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my neck, my back ain't going to pull no goddamn fucking CP3 and no shit like that. Oh, yeah, my hamstring, none of that. Nah. He going to break his ankle, come back right out there. Nah. He ain't on this level. Hell no. He ain't got the mentality that Marshall Faulk had. Marshall Faulk was on a whole nother level. Reggie Bush was, man, he was one dimensional. All he was looking for, man, that motherfucker was a crash dummy. That's all he was. Shit, jumping over motherfuckers and all that. Yeah, that's great, nigga, man. Somebody, one of them goddamn 6'7" linemen fucking suplex your motherfucking ass. That's it for you. You gotta be smart with your shit. You know what I mean? And I like Reggie Bush, you know what I'm saying? But all that, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I guess Kardashian fucked his head up, too. Like, man, I can't believe that nigga got with Ray J. Like, man, I can't believe she got with Ray J, man. Nah, but yeah, I'm taking D-Hen all day over AP. And I like AP, man. You know what I'm saying? AP could, you know what I'm saying? He could dance, you know what I'm saying? He could give you a little power, had speed, you know what I'm saying? But I got D-Hen. D-Hen is 250 running like that? 250? How much did AP weigh? How much did AP weigh? Somebody give me a weight for AP in his prime, in his peak. I ain't talking about AP, man, in the later years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about AP. I'm talking about AP first couple of years of goddamn Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like to go Jordan Wizards years and all that other bullshit. Nah, I want to talk about at his peak powers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like to talk about Kobe, man, as he getting ready to go out the league. Y'all like to talk about, LeBron, you know what I'm saying, 22 years in and shit like that. Nah, I'm talking about at his peak powers. How much was AP? How much was he? Come on. Because Derrick Henry at 250 running like that. Solid 250. You hear me? Oh, Marcus Allen was my guy. See, and I like Raiders Marcus Allen. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City Chiefs Marcus Allen. All right. I like Raiders Marcus Allen. You know what I mean? But how much was AP? How much did he weigh? When at his peak, in his prime. In his prime. In his prime, man. In his prime. Al Davis did more. Of course he did. You know Al Davis, man. Al Davis didn't get like, come here, darling. You know, I've had a really tough day at home. Well, what do you need, Al? Well, what I need you to do is I need you to service me right now. God rest Al Davis' soul. Al Davis, man, taught everything Jerry know. AP was a beast in college as a freshman. Yeah, he was. I want to know how much he weighed, though. How much did he weigh? How much did he weigh in his prime? I'm trying to make a comparison here. How much did he weigh in his prime? Do y'all know that? I know he was AP because AP was six. Yeah, I think he was 6'1" or 6'2". Okay, there we go. There we go. See, AP was lighter. He was lighter. Derrick Henry is heavier. 250, man. 250 moving like that. 250. 250, man. And not no 225, not a quarter, man. 250. Come on now. 250 running like that, man. That's 25 more pounds. And not none of this fat, you know what I'm saying? None of this, yeah, he was a high school legend. Man, he NFL legend. Listen, LT, Emmitt Smith. Right? LT, Emmitt Smith, Adrian Peterson. Right? Come on. Derrick Henry. He on that list. He on that list. Now, I can't, look, man. I think it was a little biased by Steven. He up in here talking about Saquon on the level of Derrick Henry. Yeah, no, he ain't. And I like it. Listen, y'all know I love me some Saquon. Love me some Saquon Barkley. But man, nah, man. He ain't doing nowhere near where Derrick Henry is now. He got robbed. Some of his years when he was in, with the Giants and everything. And on top of that, we gotta look at the fact that, he didn't, it was health. You know what I'm saying? But I hope he stays healthy. I hope he stays healthy. I hope no injuries come about. But to me, D-Hen is gonna have a better overall career when it's all said and done than AP. Yeah, 6'1", 220. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry is 6'2". To my knowledge, he's 6'2", 6'3", right? 6'2", 6'3", 250. If I'm off, because Derrick Henry's 6'2", right? He's 6'2", 250. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I know Ted like Wikipedia out in this bitch. He like, man, I got Henry all day. Man, Emmitt got a great offensive line, man. Hell, I could run through that motherfucking offensive line, man. Shit, man. God rest his soul, man. Man, give me Larry Allen. 257. 257. 257. Now, do you understand the logic that I'm saying, man? Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Like, to be that heavy and still be moving like a locomotive. That's why I got Derrick Henry over AP all day. And on top of that, he could create his own move. Hell yes. Over Emmitt. Yes, I will. I'll take everybody. Man, I'll take a lot of people over Emmitt. Emmitt was like, if Emmitt didn't have if he didn't have an offensive line that he did, he wouldn't have been as great as he was. Let's just call it what it is. Give Barry that offensive line that the Cowboys had. I guarantee you, Barry would have had plenty. He would have had that record. Not Emmitt. Everybody knows that. You like, wow, Emmitt Smith, the man down. Do you know, man? They notorious Dallas. That was Dallas calling card, having a great offensive line. That was their calling card. So that's definitely not cap. I'm not saying Emmy was trash and no shit like that. I ain't gonna say that. But shit, man, nah, Walter Payton was better than Emmy. Jim Brown was better than Emmy. Marshall Faulk was better than Emmy. Barry Sanders was better than Emmy. Yep. Bo Jackson, had it not been for injuries, he was better than Emmy. Yep. Had it not been for injuries, Marcus Dupree, who got hurt, he would have been that better than Emmy. I'm telling you, man. Ricky Waters, man. Better than Emmett, man. Hell, hey, there was one time, hey, Ted, this might fuck you up right here. I thought Thurman Thomas at one point was better than Emmett. Yeah, I know. Hell yeah, you should be it, man. That's Ricky Waters. Ricky Waters. Yeah, Thurman was that guy, man. Thurman Thomas was that guy, man. They just couldn't win, bro. They just, boy, I love losing Super Bowl. Thurman Thomas was that guy, man. Thurman Merman, man. Yeah, I probably think I'm tripping. Nah, you know, overall, he had a better career. Emmett did, you know what I'm saying? But look, that's what I'm saying. You got to look at creativity. Barry was, despite having a fucked up offensive line with the Detroit Lions, he was still able to be creative. We all know the Detroit offensive line was nowhere near as good. I mean, the Cowboys had an offensive line that pretty much, like, if they needed a block for Brown Sugar could pretty much just walk into the end zone. That's how good the offensive line was back in the day. Like, dog, Larry Allen could move like three people, man. You had a Novacek who could block and he could catch at the tight end spot. I'm telling you, man. And look, I know some people get mad when I say this. Troy Aikman was blessed to have a like a good offensive line too, because I took a lot of people over Troy Aikman. He was just happen to be winning. Troy Aikman, Dan Marino. Who you got? I got Dan Marino. Let's go ahead and keep going. Troy Aikman, and Steve Young. Who you got? I got Steve Young. Troy Aikman, and of course Joe Montana. Everybody gonna take Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? Troy Aikman and John Elway, even though I don't like his punk ass. I'm taking John Elway. Yeah. Warren Moon all day. Houston Oilers, Warren Moon? Yeah, I'm taking him all day. Hell, I forgot about Earl Campbell. Nigga, Earl Campbell was way better than Emmitt Smith. I'll take Earl Campbell, man. I'm taking Earl Campbell all day. Yeah. I ain't gonna mention I don't know about Corey Dillon though. I like Corey Dillon too. Over Emmett, that's a tough one. I'll tell you who else I take over Emmett Smith. I'll take the bus over Emmett Smith. I'll take Jerome Bettis over Emmett Smith. Yeah. I'll take Jerome Bettis over Emmett Smith. All right, man, let's get to the bullshit. Let's get to the bullshit. Let's get to the bullshit. Oh, hell yes, I will. Dog, like I'm telling you, man, Ted, y'all are hyped up over y'all look at Emmett and y'all look at the record and all this other stuff, but you're not looking at what he was blessed to be around in the situation that he was blessed to be. Like I said, it don't take anything away. It don't take anything away from Emmitt Smith. But you gotta look at the situation. You gotta look at who Barry Sanders was playing behind. You gotta look at who these guys were playing behind, man. You know what I'm saying? Sweetness. He had to create his stuff. You know what I'm saying? He had to create his stuff. Barry had to create his stuff. Even Adrian Peterson had to create his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even though I just think that Derrick Henry is just more gifted. He's more followed to be 6'2", 257. Yeah, he still did okay with Arizona, but that wasn't Emmitt Smith. That wasn't Emmitt Smith over there at Florida. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't that Emmitt Smith over there at Florida, man, coming out of Gator. You know what I'm saying? Running in that SEC. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's what he played. He played with the Gators, right? You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, listen. Jaylen Brown. Salute to my nigga Jaylen Brown. Standing on business. Man, Jaylen Brown went on Stephen A. Smith, man. He said, look, and that's how you do it. See, Stephen A. Smith want to think that he could get away with, you know what I'm saying, how he talk about motherfuckers and saying this and saying that, and, the sources and all that, my sources this and my sources that. No. We gonna nip that shit in the bud. Now, I like how Jaylen Brown did it. People think that, man, Jaylen Brown is like, what, just some guy, no, he's a cerebral guy. He's a very intelligent dude. That's why he's in the president. You know what I'm saying? Players Association. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is a very intelligent guy. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he should be worthy of a lot more than what he's been getting. But guess what? Everybody always got him in the shadow of Jason Tatum, unfortunately. And listen, I fucks with Tatum. You know what I'm saying? But let's just call it what it is. Jaylen Brown, you take Jaylen Brown away from that Celtics team, what they gonna do? Yeah, tap dancing. Up in there shucking and jiving. Man, that boy was tap dancing like goddamn Gregory Hines. That motherfucker was tap dancing like goddamn Sammy Davis Jr. Boy, tap dancing for real. You know? Yeah, my sources. Nigga, yeah, those sources came from that big ass head of yours. That's what the sources. Yeah, my sources said man, you ain't got no goddamn sources, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's some silly shit you be making up or whatever, man. And on top of that, you did it with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has been what you be saying? Stephen A. Smith be talking about? Yeah, he's a constant professional. He's no nonsense. All this other. Man, why don't you say that about Jaylen Brown and all this other stuff? But then you want to get to the soliloquy. Soliloquy. That motherfucker be up in there looking up words before he get on set and shit. He be like, yeah, I'm going to use this word. Make your ass sound smart and shit. Yeah, man. Look, man, niggas like Jerry Jones talking about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, he didn't know what he was doing in the photo. He was just, he was just looking. Yeah, right, Jerry. Come on, man. We not done. You know, man. You know, you was up in there. Hey, that's whites only pies. That's whites only pies. That's whites only pie. Nigger pies is over there. That's niggers pies. Man, Jerry, open up the door. Nigger! Like on Antoine Fisher. Nigger! And by golly, hey, I was just looking. That was it. I don't know what was going on, you know. I was just, you know, getting my education. You know, I don't know what those niggers were doing. You know, I had no idea. Right? Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, you know, we're gonna take Emmett. You know, he kind of reminds me of, you know, that nigger, Emmett Till. You know. Yeah. But Jerry, how could you? God damn it, this is my team. All right. I run it the way that I want to. Now just put those niggers out there on the field, all right? That's how they be thinking, man. You said if Stephen A. Was with Jerry at school, he would be yelling Jerry. No, he be he be yelling master. Yeah, you know that's what he want to work for. He want to work for Master. He want to please Master. That's the difference between him and Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown goes against the motherfucking grain. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown went against the grain. People were like, oh, I can't believe Jaylen Brown did this or said this and all this other. Man, Jaylen Brown don't give a fuck, man. Now, he had to backtrack, you know what I'm saying? You know, went ahead, backtrack. Wish he would have stood on business or whatever, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all know how Jaylen Brown truly feels. We know how he feel about Stephen A. Smith. We know how he feel about some of these other motherfuckers that's in there, in the media and shit. Trying to play both sides of the fence and shit like that. Then on top of that, you got the audacity to sit up there. Oh, hey, I'm going to continue to get on him, too. Pause. I'm going to continue to roast his ass, too. You know what I'm saying, Chad? You sat up there and said some stupid ass shit on national television in the middle of Damian Woody and Shannon Sharp. Both of those guys who play football, both of those guys who have suffered injuries over time, both of those guys who have seen devastating injuries. One of the guys in Shannon Sharp, his brother damn near was on the brink of death. And you gonna sit up there and you gonna say, oh yeah, Deshaun Watson, but this is about football. Nigga, football goes out the goddamn window when that guy is laying on the field. And you encouraging that shit? Oh, don't think I forgot. See, a lot of stuff I don't even talk about because I know how I am. You know what I'm saying? Ted, you know how I am. Brown Sugar know who I am. You know what I'm saying? How I am. Nigga Cypher know how I am. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Ticket know how I am. You know what I'm saying? Two Rod know how I am. A lot of these niggas know how I am. I'm not gonna hold back. I settled down a lot. But motherfucker, I couldn't even look at you. I wanted to cut that shit off. I didn't even want to listen to your ass no more. Everybody criticized Damian Woody. Oh man, he's a contrarian and all this other. Nah, Damian Woody stands on business. I'm gonna listen to a champion. Damian Woody, he played years in the NFL. He knows what he's talking about. He sits right to his coach almost every morning, and Rex Ryan, former coach. Shannon Sharp, you might not like him. You might think, all the fruity vibes, all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Total wine, all that other shit. man, as a football player and being a professional and doing what he did, Shannon Sharp stood on business. Yeah, defending Dana White or whatever, but you sure is not gonna say nothing about P. Diddy and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna defend him. I don't believe none of that shit. A lot of that shit is going now. Now they getting carried away with all this stupid shit about Diddy, man. I get into that some other day, but now it's like now they bringing up other shit. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. We talking about Stephen A. Smith, and we talking about him getting G-checked by Jaylen Brown. Let's continue on. Let's carry on. Now, Stephen A. Smith, you say all this shit. And you don't think a nigga is gonna come and check you behind that shit? No, he did it in a good way too. I like how he went on there. As a man, you talk about, oh man, I'm not running, I'm not ducking, I'm not dodging. No, you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere, especially after saying the stupid shit that you said. Listen, y'all can get mad at him if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kwame Brown. Y'all can get mad at him one day. Kwame Brown opened up the floodgates to let people know what Stephen A. Smith, to see what he is. You know what I'm saying? Well, further see what he is. A lot of people already saw it. Yeah, he did. And that's the way that you do it. Everybody wanted, listen, everybody ain't going to go in. There's a way of coming at them and stuff like that. Listen, you got to think about it. You got to think about PR. You got to think about sponsors. You got to think about the Boston Celtics. They just won a championship or whatever. They're going to get a lot of marketability and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown is rubbing shoulders with a lot of the guys that are in the front offices. You talk about Adam Silver. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Joe Dumars. You talk about some of these guys. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm glad Jaylen Brown he stood on business like he did. I'm glad he stood on business. But the LDBC way, it would have been much different. It would have been much different. I mean, we've been cooking him. We've been cooking Stephen A. Smith for years, and it's not gonna stop, man. It's not gonna stop. It's not. Now, uh, I'm gonna talk about this last segment now. The other day, I was talking about my fellas crashing out over these females, over the WAP. You know what I mean? Uh, and this is a part two. The reason why I was talking about this is because you have a lot of females out there that actually want to see guys go to war over each other, and one end up dead, the other one ends up in jail. That type shit. You know what I'm saying? You have some women out there, man, that really want to see that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to see conflict. They want to see chaos. You know what I'm saying? And this is to the women that are evil, man. You know what I'm saying? There are some good women out there that really don't want that type of shit taking place. They want a good, wholesome family. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a hardworking woman, provide, nurture, do that sort of thing or whatever. But then you got, some of those chicks out there. And look, man, all hood chicks. You said women brag about dudes fighting over the WAP. They do. They fighting over that WAP. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something about it, man. Niggas willing to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas willing to do penitentiary time over that WAP. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get behind the walls, you ain't gonna get no WAP. I think you got to realize, man, you ain't gonna get it no more. I mean, the only thing that you're gonna be able to do, man, is imagine that shit. Not unless you got some connection, you know what I mean, with a CEO or something like that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna mention that, you know what I mean. But the thing about it is uh, it's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard to come by because you don't fucked up in the situation. And of course, if you meet your maker, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing no more because you been gonna be gone. You are removed from above the surface. And believe it or not, there are some women that want that. They want to see, oh yeah, great. And guess what? They on their own again. They off on their own. Do you really want to be off on your own? Yeah, they gonna be off on their own. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's that. I'll be sure. But thing about it is you got to watch out for those women that you again. Listen, all hood chicks ain't bad. You have some hood chicks out there that they just live in the environment that they live in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they still go to work. They still provide or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of their kids or whatever. They just messed in a messed up situation. Hell, some of the you got some of the hood chicks that are actually better than some of these suburban chicks or these middle class chicks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some of the middle class and the suburban chicks be worse than the hood chicks or whatever. Be causing all type of drama. Be having 4, 5, 6 guys. You know what I'm saying? Going after them and stuff like that. Because let's just call it what it is. You do have some fellas out there that don't know how to get over who they going with or who they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? They might have made some promises, way back when or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But things spiraled out of control. Whatever took place, you know what I'm saying? And she decided to move on. But the thing about it is that she could be going back and forth, promising one thing to the one guy, promising another thing to the other guy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Them guys end up fighting. Next thing you know, we got a situation that unfortunately spirals out of control. So I would say this to you. Stop crashing out over that person because they're going to be gone. Like, they're going to be living their life. They're not even going to be thinking about what happened. They have to move on because the world keeps spinning. Okay, the world keeps spinning, and I should have put straight gems on this, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is straight gems. I'm just, dropping some knowledge on you. You said then a baby gets involved growing up without a parent. Yeah, exactly, without both parents, really. Yeah, you got a mom, you know what I'm saying? But just one more statistic, one more child growing up without their father. You know what I'm saying? They got to say, oh, well, I don't know where my dad at. Or my daddy dead, or my daddy locked up, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what a big percentage of our culture got to say, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not think it's cool to say, oh, yeah, I have both of my parents and stuff like that. Some people find that, as weak. Nah, that ain't weak. That's good to have both parents in the household. That's good to have a good structure, solid foundation. You know what I'm saying? So never see that as weak. But the thing about it is, what I'm talking about is you fellas are sitting up there and you want to get your get back because, oh, you see her with this guy or something like that. Like, look, if she told you that, well, I don't know, we don't have a solid commitment. We're not serious like that. Look, we just fuck buddies, whatever the case is. Let's just get real. Then you gotta have in your mind that, okay, if you see her with somebody else, nigga, you can't get mad. You can't get mad at all. Because you knew what it was from jump. Actually, that's female quality. It should be more the female acting the way that you acting, but you willing to crash out. You ready to take somebody out, and she probably saying the same thing to him, and then saying the same thing to another nigga. And then saying the same thing to that other nigga. You done killed this guy, whatever. Guess what? She got another nigga on deck. Y'all don't hear me though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just continue doing the same old thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Listen. Stop crashing out. Stop crashing out. Stop getting mad. That dude. That dude probably ain't even thinking about you. He thinking about one thing, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just be honest. Uh, a woman got what every man wants. You know what I'm saying? That's the cookies. That is the cookies. That is the WAP or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let that. You can't let that shit make you crash out. And unfortunately, it is like a drug. You know what I'm saying? It is like a drug. Guys are addicted to that. But you got to be able to have self control. You got to have self control over that. And that's something that a lot of our culture, a lot of our fellas, unfortunately, they don't have self control. They feel like, oh, I'm entitled. I should have this. This is mine. All this other stuff. No, no, no. So I just wanted to drop that little gem on you right quick. I'm getting ready to roll out. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den, basketball, and boxing community. Until then, I'll holler at y'all.